Argentina, land of tango, wine, and a long history of economic booms and busts. Since Javier Milei took office as Argentina's president in December 2023, his radical economic policies have sparked controversy. Promising to shock the economy into recovery, his austerity measures and deregulation have instead deepened crises for millions. Today, we examine 10 key economic and social indicators that prove Milei's government is ruining Argentina. 1. Real wages collapse. Real wages in Argentina have plummeted. While nominal salaries have seen minimal increases, inflation has eroded purchasing power significantly. Workers are finding it increasingly difficult to afford basic necessities. 2. Poverty surges to over 55%. Poverty in Argentina has reached alarming levels. According to the Observatorio de la Deuda Social of the Universidad Católica Argentina, ODSA-UCA, 55.5% of the population were living below the poverty line in the first quarter of 2025, with 17.5% in extreme poverty. This surge is attributed to the ongoing recession and runaway inflation, which exceeds 260% over the last 12 months. 3. Unemployment and informality rise. Argentina lost over 250,000 registered private sector jobs between December 2023 and April 2024, primarily in construction and industry. Thousands more shifted into the informal economy. With state-funded public works halted, many companies went under or laid off workers. Meanwhile, job creation programs were dismantled. 4. Inflation. Still raging. Inflation remains a significant challenge. Analysts forecast a 2025 inflation rate of 23.3%, with the central bank adjusting interest rates in response. Despite these measures, the cost of living continues to rise, affecting the purchasing power of Argentinians. 5. Health system. Undermined. Milei's decision to slash federal transfers to provinces crippled the healthcare system. Hospitals reported medicine shortages, delayed surgeries, and unpaid staff. Vaccination programs stalled, and chronic disease treatment was deprioritized due to budget constraints. In provinces like Chaco and Jujuy, infant mortality is reportedly rising. 6. Public education under attack. Universities and schools have declared a funding emergency. The University of Buenos Aires, UBA, warned it could shut down by June without more resources. The government froze education budgets at 2023 levels, despite inflation nearing 300%. Teachers' real wages are down more than 35%, prompting strikes across the country. 7. Utility prices. Skyrocket. Electricity, water, and gas bills surged by over 300% in just 3 months after Milei lifted decades-long subsidies overnight. For many low- and middle-income households, that meant choosing between heating and eating in the middle of a harsh Argentine winter. Utility costs have increased significantly. The National Electricity Regulatory Entity, ENRE, approved another 1.7% increase in electricity rates effective March 1, 2025, as part of the National Economic Adjustment process. 8. Public infrastructure. Halted. All federally funded public works were frozen in Milei's first decree. That includes roads, bridges, hospitals, and housing projects, even those already halfway done. This move not only halted development, but destroyed hundreds of thousands of jobs in the construction sector and related industries. 9. Central bank reserves. Still in crisis. Milei's big plan, dollarization, still hasn't happened. Why? Because the central bank's net reserves are still deeply negative, around $4 billion USD as of May 2024. Milei has relied on temporary export surpluses and foreign loans, but structural dollar reserves remain dangerously low, making full dollarization impossible without a massive debt increase. Argentina's foreign exchange reserves have decreased to $18.8 billion in March 2025, down from $22.5 billion in February. This decline raises concerns about the country's financial stability and its ability to meet international obligations. 10. Widespread social unrest. Social unrest is escalating. Protests have erupted nationwide in response to austerity measures, with citizens demanding better living conditions and the protection of their rights. The government's response has included restrictions on the right to strike, further fueling public dissent. While the rich protect their dollars, the working class is crushed. Argentina is now one of the most unequal countries in Latin America. Recently, Milei also has announced that it plans to pull out of the World Health Organization, WHO. The decision by President Milei to withdraw his country from the WHO follows the same arguments that underpinned the withdrawal of the United States. Milei promised prosperity but delivered chaos. If these trends continue, Argentina risks total collapse. Was this the change people voted for? And don't forget, like the video and subscribe the channel to keep thinking the world how it really is.